cool. Let's. All right. Here it is. I got my Christmas theme. And then I can add people as they join. So, welcome to the National English Honor Society meeting for December 10th, 2020. Let's get started. So, an introduction. So, the very first thing is the club hours. So, as you know, as you should know, you have to get 20 hours by the end of the year. It's actually cut down from 30. It's been 30 last year and every other year, but we decided that it would just be better for everyone since it's so crazy to cut it down to 20. So, divide that by half, 2 semesters, that's 10 hours per semester, which some people have achieved like above and beyond. And then sadly, a majority of people have, actually, it's not more so the people with like 5 or 7 or 8 hours so far. It's the people that have 0 and 1 and 2. It's not hard to do. It's like you write somewhere, you volunteer. I mean, even you just write a quote on the sidewalk, you get an hour. So make sure you guys are doing that, encouraging your friends to get your hours done. Just a restatement, the dues for 2020 have been, at least the returning member dues have been rescinded. We're not doing those this year, again, because everything's so crazy. But the new member dues, you guys have already paid those, so you know what's up. And then the 2021, all dues will return, because hopefully next year, as of now, I think they have to return because they're kind of low on the budget. But those will be back. So for the seniors, you don't have to worry about that. For all the juniors and sophomores, that's something to worry about later. The shirt pickup, yes. So for all the new members who haven't picked up their certificates and shirts, I think I have something about that. Let's see. Yeah. So the item pickup, it's room 2308. That's Mrs. Ward's room. And today and Friday until 3:30. And then next week, since it's a half day, it'll be from 1 to 2. But Miss Ward said a little earlier than later because they like to get their lunch too. So that'll be all of next week, and try to get those because it's pretty cool stuff. And then the study hall book club. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong way. Yeah. So the certificate pickup, and then there will be the officers are going to meet up sometime next semester, and we're going to revamp the Google Doc that has all the ways to earn hours. We're going to change some things up and add some new ways, so hopefully spice it up a little bit. So look forward to that. But that you guys don't have to worry about that. Oh, and here's some upcoming events for this week and next week. So every teacher in the freshman wing, they currently have carpet all in the freshman wing, and they're going to replace it with, I think, tile. I think that's what it is. So every teacher has to move out their stuff, but they haven't. Mrs. Ward sent out something to contact her about moving because, I mean, well, we'd be happy to help because we enjoy things to do. It'll be volunteering, but no teachers have actually talked to us yet. So if you know if you're friends with any teachers who are in the freshman wing, let them know. Oh, my internet connection. Give me one moment. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that. So yes. So if you know any teachers, please contact them and say, hey, I'm with NEHS. Please talk to Ms. Ward if you need help moving, getting your stuff moved out, because it all has to be out by, I think, next week. And then if any teachers talk to us, well, Ms. Ward will put that information on the band app, and you can sign up through like the normal stuff like Sign Up Genius and get a couple hours for that. So that'll be good. And for any former students of Mrs. Ray, she is an English teacher. I think it's sophomore English. If you don't already know, her daughter was in a pretty horrible car accident, which she's fine, which is very good. She's here in Texas. She was from Alabama, and Mrs. Ray is taking time off to help with her daughter. So what the English teachers are trying to do for now is, if you had Mrs. Ray, if you'll make a homemade sign that just says how much you appreciate her, how great a teacher she was, and take a picture of yourself with it and send it to the club email, we'll give you an hour for that. So that's for former students of Mrs. Ray. And that's something nice to do. And then another thing is writing letters for troops. I'll send out this link through a band post after this, but it's for it's letters that you send in I think they're actual letters. I'm not sure if they're virtual. I think it's actual letters. And you write them in, and then it's 1 hour per letter, and they pair it with a cookie, and then they send it to someone from all 5 branches of the military. And all you have to do is go on that website, 1 hour per letter, 3 hours max, so 3 letters. And then just take a screenshot of your computer or send some sort of proof to the club email, and we will happily update those. So I'll send out that link later. Um, Upcoming events 2021. Yes, Maggie, that is a great question. Yes, there's no limits. You don't have to be a former student of Miss Ray. Is even if you've never met her before, but you just understand that was a pretty terrible thing. If you want to send that letter, I'm sure she'd love it. So, yeah, anyone can send a letter. Just all you got to do is take a picture, send it to us, and we'll send it to whoever needs to get it. So yes, Maggie, the answer to your question. Okay, upcoming events 2021. So this is when we get back from school. The dates aren't finite on any of these. Oh, hi, Ellie. But there's going to be at least one movie night. If you were in NEHS last year, you know that movie nights were pretty fun. Mrs. Ward will send out a poll and you pick what movie. And then we get the LGI this time. It used to be in Mrs. Ward's room, but we get the whole LGI. And you bring snacks and it's just fun. And then you basically get an hour for watching a movie, which is probably the best way to earn an hour. So that'll be sometime in the spring. I think she said something about February, but we'll have a vote on that. The NEHS Pen Pal, that's something we're going to do with, I believe it's Caney Creek NEHS. They're another school in our district. And basically, I mean, you probably already know what a pen pal is, but you'll just pick someone and you'll write a message to them. I'm not too sure about that, but it'll be around the end of January, so we'll send out more info about that. And then the Study Hall Book Club, we're going to do that again with the same thing where it's once a month for 3 months and you get 3 hours. So you guys are really I think that was our most popular thing was the Study Hall Book Club because we're getting a lot of those. So um, that it was pretty great. And then another one which it was canceled last year. I was planning on going is the UIL academics. Let's see, I have that up here, I believe. Yeah, so it's the UIL competitions. There were several of them. It's I mean anyone who's in band and or theater or any kind of sports, you know the UIL basically runs everything in Texas. They're like all the extracurricular competitions, and they have a bunch of ones for English, and they have the essay contest, literary criticism. I was signed up to do the spelling and vocabulary, but it got canceled. So I'm going to do that again if they have it going. As of right now, these are all 4 of them are set to go, um, and you win cash prizes. So I think, and not I mean not a lot of people sign up to go to these, so you have a pretty good shot already to win just going in cold. But if you spend just a little bit of time studying for it, you have a pretty good shot of winning at least some prize or advancing or winning some money. So, um, and obviously you'll get some club hours because it's English stuff. Man, my internet connection is unstable. Okay, and then so that brings me to the next point, which is scholarship opportunities for seniors and for other people, but seniors are probably the most worried about it. So I mentioned the UIL competitions, and then the second one is also the topic of a book club is the NEHS scholarship. So NEHS is a state is a U.S. thing, and there's I any school that wants to have an NEHS can. So there's tons all over the country, and they have a scholarship through their club, and it has to do with a book. It's called The Common Reader. It's the Nickel Boys, which I'm going to grab a copy of and I'm going to read. Um, and uh, and I think there's questions on that. I think you have to write an essay on it. I'm not sure. I can for anyone if you're interested, either talk to Mrs. Ward or me because I know I'm gonna be doing this. And if anyone's interested, you can form a book club with your friends, and that's obviously a book to read. Mason, I haven't given out the password yet. I will in just a second. I'll get to that. I think the form already probably came out. Did it? Yeah. And the application is open until January 11th, so it's kind of early. But I mean, if you're super bored during the break, that gives you something to do if you're a senior. And for juniors, the summer study program it's a grant by NEHS. So a grant is basically they give you money if you like fill out an application if you do a summer learning program related to English. So it's very very vague. So I think any you'd have to look into it, but they give up to $750 for you to basically. So basically, they'll pay for you to do something English related, which is pretty nice. And then just various scholarship opportunities that will count towards NEHS, will count towards ours. Is I personally just Googled Houston area scholarships, and they have all kinds. And you can get specific, like if you're a musician, you can Google Houston area scholarships for musicians. I know the Pavilion has one, but there's all kinds of scholarships, and those count towards NEHS. So whenever you find whatever works for you, just submit a copy of. If you have an essay, great, submit a copy of that. But if there's no essay portion, just basically submit proof that you did it, and we'll give you some points or hours for those. So and that's for everyone. I'm sure there's some for underclassmen too. Attendance, awesome. So the Google Form is posted in the band app. The password is given in the meeting. Actually, real quick, I forgot if I capitalized the password, so give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, I was right. Sorry about that. I didn't want to write it down just in case the people watching the recording just went to the part where it chose the password and filled it out. I don't think anyone's gonna do that. Just to be safe. The password is the great author of A Christmas Carol. The password is Charles Dickens with a capital C. So CHARLES Dickens. The D is not capitalized, no space. So will someone test that to make sure I'm not? I should. It should be correct, but if for whatever reason it isn't, if someone will let me know real quick, and if y'all will fill that out as soon as possible. Let's see, does it work? Awesome, thank you very much. It'd be kind of bad if it didn't. But yeah, you guys all get 2 points, which is pretty great. And I'm gonna go off timestamps, so I'm gonna say basically like you didn't fill it out within 15 minutes of the meeting. I'm gonna assume you watched. Actually, I'll do it when I post the link. So if y'all will fill that out either now or if you're using it on your phones right after. The password is Charles Dickens. Here, I'll type it in the chat. And if you haven't read A Christmas Carol, I highly suggest it. Or I'm sure all of you have seen the movie, but the book is what started all. It's very good. So I would suggest you guys do that. And now, it's time for the game. Yay! And thank you for Emma for creating this game. And the way this works is this will give you guys a chance to earn some hours. So basically, the way it works is you pick a symbol and then answer the corresponding question. I'm gonna ask for volunteers, and if you just say your name basically, and I'll record it and I'll give you an hour. So, who wants to go? Anyone?
I do. I want to go, Sam.
Okay, Emma, what you got? Which one?
Okay, I'm gonna pick the star.
Okay. Describe a Christmas present you wanted badly as a kid but never received.
I always wanted one of those little toy car things that you could drive, and I never got one.
Why do you think you never got it? Do you think did you ever ask for it?
Yes, and I never got it because my parents didn't want me to have something like that.
You think your life would be better off if you had one of those?
Probably. If I was like whipping in a little Mercedes.
That's true. Oh, you mean like one of the drivable ones? I thought you meant like a Hot Wheels.
No, one of the drivable ones.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat with that. I've always wanted one of those, but I never got one. Thank you, Emma. All right, who's next? Get an hour. I'm writing down your names so you guys got it. Yeah,
I'll go. I'll do another one.
Okay.
I'll do another one too.
Okay. I think I heard Christy first, but I can't tell.
I don't think I was. I think Maggie was first, actually. Maggie wants to go first.
Is it Maggie? Yeah. Maggie.
Yeah, I'll go after Maggie.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pick the Christmas tree then.
Awesome. All right. Sorry, I have to write down your name. Okay. The Christmas tree. What was your favorite or least favorite? What is your favorite or least favorite Christmas song, and why?
Do I choose a favorite or a least favorite, or do both?
Let's just go with both.
Okay. So my favorite one is probably Blue Christmas by Elvis because I love Elvis. And then my least favorite is Last Christmas by Wham, and I have a reason why.
Why?
So right now, my family and I are in a competition called Whamapalooza, where starting December 1st, if we hear the song Last Christmas by Wham, then we're out. And so right now, that's my least favorite song because I do not want to hear it because I don't want to be out of our game.
Huh. So does that include like?
Yeah.
That I've never heard of that. That sounds actually very interesting. So does that include like on the radio? Like what if you hear the very beginning of it and you just turn it off? Is that that? Oh no. Oh my God.
Can I leave the meeting now?
Oh
Yeah, it does count.
my God. That's terrible. Bro,
Yeah, I'm out now.
oh no.
I cannot
Wow.
believe that just happened and
That is wild.
I didn't expect that to happen.
That was I apologize. I don't know if I should.
You should have known that
Wow.
was gonna happen.
Ellie!
Wow.
You should have known.
I should have known. That's my bad.
Have fun, loser.
It's okay. Ellie lost the first day, so I beat Ellie.
Mason, that was pretty impressive. Well, Maggie, thank you for sharing. I apologize for your loss. I guess
That's okay. Thank you.
yeah. In the spirit of the song, there's always next year. All right. Who was second?
Me.
Just say your name. Oh, Christy.
Okay.
Awesome.
Christy. Yeah.
Got it. All right. What you want?
I'll do the Christmas. Oh, I just dropped my phone. Sorry. I'll do the Christmas ornament.
Awesome. So, what holiday movie or special do you watch over and over again, and why?
Okay, so I don't know like anymore, but I did want to share when I was a kid. Wait, technically this isn't a Christmas movie. I don't know why I just said that, but I do watch. I read that question. It just reminded me so much of when I was a kid. I would watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory at least twice every single day. I'm not even like I would literally just sit down, watch it, and then I'm saying twice a day. Sometimes I would watch that thing like 3 or 5 times a day, depending on how much I could fit in. Literally every single day. I don't know why, but I did. So I just thought that was a funny story.
That is pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could see watching a movie a lot as a kid because you know what else are you gonna do? I mean, you don't have anywhere to go. But the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, that's an odd one. That is very interesting. What do you have any Christmas movies that you watch over and over again?
Thank you. Christmas movies, I think The Grinch, like like the Jimmy Carrey version, especially just because I've noticed as we grow up, each of us become more and more like the Grinch. So,
yeah,
you know, it kind of sucks whenever you're growing up and then you're realizing like, you know, kind of becoming the Grinch, but you know, that's fine.
You like
so
the
that one,
live action one? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of your perception of the movie changes as you get older. That's very interesting. Thank you, Christy. Thank you very much. And then I think I heard Eliza for the fourth and final one.
Yeah.
Awesome, Eliza. What you got? Oh yeah.
Okay, the best one I received was this Orbeez foot spa when I was like 8. I thought my mom forgot it because it was the first thing on my list and I didn't get it under the tree. And then she actually forgot to put it out, so she pretended that Santa had dropped it outside.
Oh,
so that was kind of funny.
You said what was?
And then what?
What did you say the present was? I didn't.
It's like an Orbeez foot spa. It's like with those like jelly things. I don't really know.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool deal.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool back then. Then the worst one was when I got a puzzle because I hate puzzles and I never asked for that. but I guess he ran out of ideas. So
Did you end up doing the puzzle?
no.
No. There you go. I mean, well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a big range of between the foot spa and the puzzle. So, thank you,
Yep.
Liza. Awesome. So
You're
that's all
welcome.
for me. So that was fun because it wasn't just me talking for once. So I enjoyed that. But I think that's all we got. I went over. I think I covered it. Let me make sure. Covered everything. Yeah. And just make sure. Just remember, if you're a new member and you have to pick up your stuff, drop by Mrs. Ward's room 3:30 until 3:30 tomorrow or next week. Oh, sorry. Next week is in the half days. On the full days, it's Monday and Tuesday. It's until 3:30. So on the half days, it's until like 2-ish, but earlier the better. And on the full days, it's until 3:30. But other than that, does anybody have any questions for me, or you guys good to go? Nothing.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. So, yeah, you guys are free to go. Make sure you guys have filled out the form. I'll add those hours and also add it for people who won the game, and then I'll get this uploaded. And thank you guys for showing up, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you guys.
You too. Bye.